Previously on Nire.
So you're saying that future's not defined yet?
What I'm saying is, if everything continues the way it is continuing right now, what you dreamed may happen.
I guess we could go to the Foothills next, and then depending on how that goes, then we can try touring.
My daughter's actually getting married tonight.
Yeah, brah.
Yeah.
You can, y'all are more than welcome to come be guests, and we're gonna have a big feast. It's gonna be a good time.
So, if you had to say, like, who do you think is the most relatable to that first guy?
What do you mean? What do you like? Like similar personalities, or
Like, descended from.
we kind of keep to ourselves, and that's helped us and protected us and kept us safe for all these generations. And so we don't really bother with the politics of the world so much. And I need everyone to roll a Constitution check.
15.
It was poison, of course. That's why she only took a teeny tiny sip. Can I get advantage?
Didn't you say your dream was halfling?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot until just now.
God.
You forgot?
I didn't
Guys,
think
no
that.
spoilers.
I'm
I
asleep
didn't
right now.
know
Don't ask
about
me
his dream.
anything.
Oh, man.
You come on the night of my daughter's wedding,
Oh, man.
and you ask questions you should not be asking. Why are you really here, and what's going on, my dudes? There's one way that we'll believe you, and that is if you challenge our champion. And if you can beat our champion, then we'll believe that you were sent from Tosis. You see two halflings dragging in a lion.
I'm gonna start itching him a little bit behind the ear, just trying to find that sweet spot.
Yeah.
And just saying it's all good, all friends now, all friends.
Welcome to Nire.
Hello, everyone. This is Jay, your DM. Welcome to Nire. This week we have
Aaron. And I played Tatsu, the human samurai.
I'm Amy. I play Bijou, the high elf glamour bard.
My name's Andrew. I play Reeve Vitevich Kolosevsky. I'm a paladin hill dwarf.
All right, let's play.
Ian.
Who are you?
Ian.
I'm Ian.
Playing.
I'm a fear bog by the name of Harry.
And what?
Who's a druid.
Yes.
He's also a druid.
He's a druid, guys.
Jesus.
Name.
He also
race,
likes woodworking.
class.
Okay, you don't have to know everything about him. God, jeez.
He can transform into an orangutan.
No, he can't,
Why not?
because he hasn't seen one yet.
I thought he did.
No,
yeah,
he
he
has
did.
seen a reef shark. He's seen a dolphin.
Yeah, no, wait,
a
he did see an
capybara,
orangutan.
A brown
You spent
bear.
the entire spider fight as an orangutan.
Yes.
A large
Yeah.
catfish.
That's why I said orangutan, and then he made me feel insane.
It's
All
an
right, we
ape.
have an adventure to
Gaslighters.
go
An
on, you
ape.
guys.
He's over
And
here
there's a
gaslighting
big
everybody.
difference.
Wow.
Ape, orangutan.
Jay
Very
specifically said orangutan.
No,
Okay.
I re-listened to all these episodes. It's an ape.
All right.
There was an
Are you going
ape
to stop talking? Aaron, don't keep
and an
encouraging him.
orangutan.
Aaron. Okay. So where we left off, you guys just tamed a lion that was in your cell in some kind of underground space in the foothills where you met all these halflings.
Who I hate.
You don't even know him.
So right now you have, I believe the snake was vanished. You're just sitting in this cell with a lion who's kind of sitting down and purring, and Harry's scritching him behind the ears and he's rubbing into it. What are you doing?
Tatsuo's probably like, hello, we did what you wanted. You suck.
Is there like a door or a window like that has like the cell door?
Yes. So there's like a wooden door that has bars in it.
I'm gonna look out and see what's going on out there.
Okay. So with the taunt from Tatsuo, you can see the halflings coming back. You see Brock and Papo, and they're knocking on the door. They go over, they pull out their keys and they open it up and they pull, and they say they've got their little guards with the sticks with them, and they come in and they're like, expect to see a dead lion or some dead characters, and they're like, whoa, what's going on? And the lion starts growling when they enter.
The lion should attack them.
As you can see, we're not trying to harm anyone, and we would like to have a civil conversation and be let out of the cell.
Tatsuo's in the background giving them the Nire equivalent hand gesture of the middle finger.
Jeez. All right.
She hates
Rude.
them so much.
I mean, we're still locked up. I don't know if we really want to push this that much. This could have been a test and like, hey, anyone who survives gets out now.
Now that they've been gestured at. Is your capybara still here?
Yes.
Are you on it?
Yes.
All right.
Well,
Whoa.
I'm not on it. I'm next to it. I'm hopped off and I'm petting him.
Wait a minute. Where'd that animal come from?
He's my friend.
Okay. Well, this is completely unexpected. And the two guards that were with them come in and kind of take the lion back out and pull him out. And he starts getting a little bit riled up as he's leaving.
I don't allow them to do that.
Okay. Well, what are you going to do?
I'm going to wrestle them or something. How do they approach my lion? I'm not going to. No. I want to sick him on them.
Okay.
Is he like yours now?
He was definitely on our side.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Yeah, we
coming
can't
up with
just
like
let him-
little kind of spears.
Yeah,
coming
no,
up
we
at
can't
him.
just let that happen.
We don't have any weapons. We can't fight him off.
I don't care.
Harry's big. He is
Yeah.
a weapon.
Tatsuo knows martial arts. She's going to high kick them in the back of the head.
Okay, so they just coming straight on with
Yeah,
spears,
this is
just
not-
pointed at my lion.
What I expected, but go ahead.
I'm not going to allow that.
Go ahead.
I don't have any of my gear, correct?
0% of it.
Do you remember if I was talking to the lion and like he understood me?
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah. I'm going to tell him.
I think you can still understand the lion as well.
Okay, good.
And he says, "Oh, the scary people, the scary people." He's like getting nervous.
Okay. I'm going to tell the lion that I am going to
Does the lion have a name?
Gene.
Gene. Okay.
Is that short for Eugene, or is it just,
Or
or is it
Jeanette.
more like Jean Grey?
Gene Gray. God. I'm gonna tell my lion that I'm gonna turn into a bear, a big fuzzy pal, and I'll never let them take you again.
He's a little cute bear butt.
Okay, well, I guess I'll
With like the
Quit
tiny
checking
little
out
tail.
Harry.
God.
Stop objectifying Harry.
Does he seem to be like, okay, you're gonna become a big furry thing?
He has no idea what he's like. Bear, where's the bear? Where's the bear? Where?
Okay, I'm gonna be like, and then turn into a bear as I do that,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna attack those two guys.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Are we rolling for initiative or?
Yes, please.
Are we rolling for initiative? Are we involved?
Sure, if you're in the room.
I'm doing
Oh my
it.
God.
Just so
6.
you like have
I
an
got
opportunity
an
to say
8.
if you want to do anything.
Plus what?
All right. Well,
9.
9, 2.
I go first.
I got an 8.
I got 20.
Okay, you know what?
I'm sorry.
Maybe the lion itself rolled a 20. Can I roll for the lion?
Oh, okay. So if I have
I rolled for the lion.
I guess
Andrew's turn.
Since I go first, I want to try to get between the bear and the spears.
You mean the bear, the lion, and the spears?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if the lion's going to help you out or not. He seemed kind of scared. I don't know. Just looking from an outside perspective.
I don't think you understand what the lion says.
Oh, I know, but I can see it. It's like kind of it looks a little nervous.
Yeah.
Does it look nervous after I turn into a bear?
Yeah.
It was nervous before you turned into a bear.
I know.
Anyway, I'm going to put myself between them and try to calm the situation down.
All right, roll a charisma check.
Charisma? Or I was going to try to... Well, I guess I can... Okay, I'll do charisma. Man. Oh, okay. It's 13.
Okay. They kind of... They don't back down.
Mm.
In fact, Brock from the back is like, "Hey y'all, I thought we were all cool here. I thought we were sent from Tozus and we were gonna all be friends. What's going on? Why is it Stu the Bear now?"
Whose turn is it? Can I?
Is it
I
still
want to talk if it's not
is
my
it
turn.
still my turn or
We can do like some free talking just because. Yeah, go ahead.
Maybe put the spears down and leave the lion while we talk.
The lion is our lion now.
He's nobody's
You suck.
lion.
You. This is our lion.
But you're a bear, so it just...
Well, yeah, but I mean,
I think he was pretending to be you.
everything coming out of you has been nothing but aggression.
Because I don't like them. Halflings.
Andrew, are you going to do anything else?
Since it didn't work, I'm gonna kind of move to the side and stand next to Harry.
Coward.
I don't have any armor on. I'm gonna get
I would
destroyed.
wreck you. Yeah.
Okay. The lion is going to kind of like do a tentative like test with his paw out at the guards and see if they like are actually trying to attack him. You know, like he's going to do like
swipes at them.
Yeah, but it's not like a full one. It's like a half swipe. Like he's just kind of reaching out to gauge their reaction.
Testing the
And they
waters.
kind of do they just kind of point their spears in a little bit when they see him starting to move around a bit, but no one is actually attacking anything yet. They're just kind of it's like a little dance. They're all kind of going around. And it's Bijou's turn.
I'm just going to get behind Harry. I'm going to put a hand on his shoulder, and I'm just going to inspire him. So,
His big brown bear
Are you on all fours or are you?
I mean, I can be standing if you want me to be standing. I haven't had my turn yet, so I'm on all fours, I would say.
Yeah. So you put your hand on his bare butt.
Yeah, let's keep
no,
a bear
on his
butt.
shoulders.
Bare back, bare butt.
No,
bare
just
shoulder.
on his shoulders, because I'm not going to touch someone's butt without their consent.
I wouldn't care. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And this
Anything
was
else?
for attacks and...
It's for attack rolls and saves.
Okay. Attacks and saves.
And I think ability checks. Yeah.
Just
attack
not damage,
ability
though.
checks. Yeah, no damage.
Okay.
Because I'm not a warcaster.
Sweet.
Tatsuo.
Tatsuo screams at Brock, "Do you agree to give us the lion?"
Okay.
Because she wants to know, because she's about to do something, but unless he says, you can keep the lion.
Of course not, dude. That's our lion. What are you talking about?
Okay, can I get a setup of the room really fast?
So you guys the room is about, I believe I said last time it was about 30 by 30.
Mm-hmm.
You have the door kind of in the middle on the north side, let's say. And then the lion is kind of in the corner between the corner of the north and the east side, with the bear right next to him. And now Bijou right next to the bear. The two guys kind of coming in. Brock and Papa are standing over on the other side of the door.
So if Tatsu wanted to get to just them, could she?
Oh yeah, definitely.
To Brock and Papo.
Yeah.
Okay. So since she's no
God.
weapons right now,
Yeah.
she's never had to engage these skills before, but she does know martial arts.
What could
So what-
possibly go wrong?
She's gonna jump and wrap her legs around Brock's neck to do like a takedown,
Okay.
which I would hope that falls under acrobatics check because she has a +4 in that.
Acrobatics would, yeah, I think it would be more of an well, yeah, okay, acrobatics. Sure. Go for it.
Please work. I have a plan.
Damn it! It's
Ooh.
a 7.
Should have inspired her.
It's okay. It's
Okay, so you go and you jump and try and wrap your legs around him, and you kind of slip on the jump, and you kind of give him like a side swipe to the side. Roll a d4.
This one?
Pyramid.
Yeah. Okay.
Or
I don't know why I like struggled on that so hard just now. A 3.
Okay,
bad.
so you knock him over, but you don't kind of have a grasp on him.
Okay.
And it is Harry's turn.
the guy on the ground. How close is he to me?
I mean, everything is within 30 feet, so he's probably like 20 feet away.
Were they standing next to each other? Like, will I be able to hit both of them?
Yeah,
Okay.
but these are not the guards. You before them, you have those two guards who have the spears pointed at you, you and the lion.
Oh, there's 4 people.
Yes.
Yeah.
2 guards, and then 2 like non-attack people.
Yeah, I went for the people without weapons, so I think I'll be fine, even if I'm
You went
like
from Barack.
Brack.
So I'm
The
here.
rack.
Lion. 2 spears. Where are the other guards? Behind them?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that sucks. Okay. Yeah, you can have those back, I guess. I am going to do multi-attack. Because there are spears, I'm going to...
Oh yeah, I should have gotten 2. Oh well, keep going.
I'm going to do claws to try and claw out one of the guy's arms that's holding a spear. It's a 13 plus... What do I even add to this?
Strength for a melee attack.
But it's like... I'm trying to hit a specific spot, though.
Yeah, but it's still
Just
a
still
melee
do
attack.
strength. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, 15. Let's say the guard on the right.
Okay. So you reach out with your paw and you go and swipe at his arm, and he just barely last second detects and kind of moves his arm up and repositions his spear pointing at you. He's not attacking. He's just kind of like...
Was it
In your
originally
direction.
pointing at me or the lion?
They were both kind of generally pointing at both of you, but now he's specifically honed on you.
Well, okay. I'm going to try and bite the spear and pull it out of his hands.
Okay.
I failed. It's a 5. Man.
Yeah, he's too quick for you. You go and you try and bite, and he's keeping it out of reach. And it's going to be Reeve's turn.
Oh boy. Can I use this turn to try to intimidate Harry to stand down?
Yeah.
Always
All right.
coming at me.
I'm going to make myself
understand.
appear about 5'5" instead of 5 foot.
5 inches is a lot
5
to
inches
fake.
is a lot. It's a lot.
Don't worry, we'll kill him.
I'm going to try to intimidate him back into people form. Is that
And
possible?
End up accidentally
Can
getting
I
yourself killed.
Can I do that?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. All right. I'm
Do
going to
whatever
do
you
that.
want.
Scare
right.
me human.
So I'm gonna.
You got to roll an intelligence check, Harry.
That's fine.
I'm going to intimidate Harry, and
You
I'm
could
just gonna
make it like a wisdom.
I'm going
a
to like
perception
make
check.
my voice sound really deep and really big, and just be like, "Harry, stand down."
No.
I got a 21.
He's rolling good today.
1, 2, 3, 4.
rolling
1,
really good today.
2, 3. Oh, it's a -4, so that's a -1. I'm gonna roll this so I could keep my bear form. Would you roll a 20?
1.
21.
This is stupid. This is dumb. There's no way for me to.
Um,
I'm gonna use it.
So you're, Harry, you're definitely intimidated by this tiny little dwarf. And it lifts your transformation.
I don't even know if that's possible.
Well, it would have broken your... Don't you have to keep concentration or something? Or
I don't think so. I really don't think so.
Well, you failed the roll, man.
I'll allow it. Whatever. I'm not going to argue it.
Anything else you're doing, Reeve? Any bonus action?
Jerk.
This is out of character, but I would like to point out that Reeve is currently advocating for the enslavement of big cats.
Yeah.
I'm not advocating for anything. I'm just trying to make sure that no one dies.
After I listened to his dream, turns out he wants one of his own people to kill another one of his people.
And can I turn around as a bonus action and tell the guards to put their spears down?
Yeah.
Do you think
I'm trying to diffuse the situation. That's all I'm doing.
They're going to cooperate? Or they're prisoners?
I'm going to try my best to go, hey, bro, like, hey,
He's going to get us.
bro, could you put down your weapons, please?
Roll a persuasion check.
Okay.
I'm all naked and vulnerable.
Persuasion? Oh,
Yeah.
I got a 23. Oh, man, I'm good at this.
You're single-handedly upsetting everyone.
You roll all these high numbers now, and then as soon as you have to roll a death save, you're going to roll a 1.
Yep.
So the guards kind of... Darn it. Okay. So the guards kind of lower their spears a bit. They back off, and they kind of retreat to right in front of the door. And the lion is going right. He actually goes and stands like right behind Harry. So his back is like up against the wall, and he's kind of going behind you for like protection. But because he's bigger than you, it's kind of between Harry and Reeve, which could be interpreted that the lion feels safe around Reeve now as well. If you wanted to interpret it that way, that's totally up to you, Harry. And and then and Brock is kind of in the back. He's like, guys, what are you doing? Why are we got to get this lion out of here. We were just gonna, we don't need to fight. We don't need to talk. Listen, we were just going to be friendly, and we were going to have a conversation because clearly y'all are supposed to be here, but I don't understand what's going on here.
Can we just, the lion is fine where he is. Just let him be, and let's have our conversation. There's no need to throw him back in a cage when he's not harming anyone.
Well, are you proposing that we release this lion back into our country? He'll go wild. He'll eat all of our people.
No, I'm proposing that just for now, while we're here, while Harry is here, can you just let the lion be? And then after we talk, we can figure out what to do next.
Papo and Brock kind of look at each other and say, I suppose that's fine. We were going to go up into the sun to talk because it's a little bit dreary down here. Is it okay if we leave the lion here and then we go outside?
I look to Harry.
Oh, he's way too busy not paying attention to anything.
I'm listening. The lion will be fine. I have talked to him. He will be fine in the sun. Let's go get some vitamin D.
We're not going to let that lion outside in the foothills.
So, do you plan to put him back in a cage and beat him and not feed him enough and get me all riled up into my bear form again?
Well,
I could do this twice in one day, bud.
You should really be ashamed of yourselves if that's how you've been treating this beautiful creature.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
You've only been using him to frighten people and not letting him live his own life.
Guys,
that's
he
not
just
very
rolled.
cool of you.
Totally uncool, bruh.
The opposite of cool.
No chill.
Not good people.
Brock kind of shrugs and like, listen, this is all a negotiation. We can we can talk about later. Well, you can, but can we just leave this situation? Can we calm down and not keep fighting each other? And we'll leave the line here for now, and then we'll go and have a discussion.
Bring him steaks and bring him a nice place to sleep in the meantime.
Do we trust these halflings who just turned on us and
Nope.
drugged us at a wedding? Do we trust that we will come back and take good care of the lion if we leave it here? Because I don't.
No.
You
we're their
have been
prisoners.
two-faced since we arrived, and we've been nothing but honest with you.
That's true.
Totally not cool, bro.
Welcome to the party.
Yeah, flip flopper. Get out of here. I support halflings in their struggles.
I never said a thing like that. I was trying to calm the situation. I didn't want to die. I didn't want you to die.
Look, as a prisoner,
No,
we don't need
Tatsu
to
was
get
gonna-
hurt. You guys don't need to get hurt.
Why do
Tatsu
you
was going to
sound
foot
like
kick
Bert
them
right
into
now?
a
Because I'm
coma.
allowed.
So he Brock kind of nods and says, "Listen, when we're all done here, when you all leave, you can take the lion with you. All I'm proposing for now is that we just kind of leave him here for now, and then we go and talk.
Bring
I will
Can I
bring
get
him
that?
a steak."
Yes.
Can I get that in writing, please, before we leave the cell?
Sure. And he sends one of the guards out, who goes to get like a parchment and pen, and then you guys kind of all just sit there in silence waiting for this guard.
Oh,
This is
bold
out-
of you to assume that I sit in silence.
All right. Well, Brock is sitting in silence.
I just start whistling.
Out of character, you
Louder and
taught us
louder.
a lesson with the ogre, so now we are not going to engage in such situations.
Is this a specific song you're whistling?
Probably something I heard in Soft Hill. Probably like a jaunty dwarvish tune.
It's called the Fade
Okay.
Trot. Yeah.
Reeves kind of nodding his head like,
Tapping toes.
And I'm like keeping eye contact with the halflings the entire time.
Tatsu is like bouncing up and down and going cha 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 with her arms like Street Fighter.
Like to dance along with the whistling?
No, she's just like getting ready, like pew pew pew.
Like a happy birthday to you. Cha cha cha.
Yeah.
oh my God.
All right. The halfling comes back in. And he Brock kind of like is staring directly at Bijou as he's writing everything down. And he's like, just writes down, "I'm gonna feed this lion a steak. You guys can take it home when you're done." And he signs it Brock. And then he rolls his eyes and gives it to you.
Thank you. This contract is binding.
Do you mind if I take a look at that contract real quick?
Yeah, and I'm
Are
gonna.
you still in bear form?
I'm gonna
No,
scribble.
you took me out
That's
of
right.
it.
I'm gonna scribble at the bottom. All violators of this contract will be mauled by a bear. Yeah.
Addendum 1.
I'm going to, read through it, make sure it says what it needs to say, and then I'm going to look
Can
at the
you
back
read?
of it. And yeah, I can.
Okay. Just make
Is it? Wait, what language is it in?
And well, I guess he would write in common.
You didn't think that through.
He would have written
It's
it
in
in common
common.
because you guys are all from different races.
All right, and I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to find out that it was written on a f***ing menu. Do you still think
What?
this is a real contract?
Wait, is it? Are you just making stuff
Throw it
up?
on the
You
ground.
can't
This
do
is
that.
not your story.
can't do
Do that, Ian.
No, I'll hand it back.
I'm gonna find out that I've had my weapons this whole time. Whoa!
And Tatsu takes off black or brown human contacts and reveals that she's had red eyes the whole time.
Wait, did you really?
No.
I am now sawing Phyllis in half with a chainsaw.
Ring ding ding ding.
Okay. So you looked at the
Yeah, I hand
contract.
it back. We're good.
Okay.
oh my God.
Okay. He gives it back to the guard who brought it in and says, "I guess put this somewhere safe or something."
Wait, put what?
The contract.
No, I have a contract
have
in
it?
my boot. Yeah, it's in
Gotcha,
my
I
boot
thought you
now.
said
I thought you were
back
going to say it
to
in your butt. I was like,
No.
what?
No.
Okay.
It's in my boot.
Okay.
Boot.
Sorry.
No, Harry is the one who stores things in his butt.
Yeah, I do.
That's right.
I got a couple things up
We
there.
did not keister the contract.
You'd be surprised what you can fit up there.
I'm like not. I'm just done with
Ample
that. Well, I
space
know.
for like 6-7 things.
All right.
If Ian is ever admitted to the hospital, then we know why.
It's because of the flu.
They Brock kind of gestures to the door and says, "Can we go now?"
Yes, I think we can. And I'm going to stand expectantly at the door for someone to open it for me. Because I don't get my own doors when I'm upset.
I open the door for her.
I'm there.
All right. The halflings lead you through a out of the dungeon through some hallways. You see all of your stuff is kind of hung up on hooks, very nice and neat, arranged by character. So all of your armor and weapons are kind of orderly, and they were respectfully placed.
Tom's
And my amulet, like everything is back. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm checking my everything to make sure it's all there.
Yes.
Tatsuo like snatches all the stuff down, throws it on, checks her money, checks everything, is breathing quickly while this happens.
All right. Roll a perception check. I guess investigation.
Well, I rolled a 1, so
It looks like you have everything.
Oh,
Wait, do we all
you
have to
done
check?
got robbed.
If you want to.
I do. I
Please,
really
please,
want to be
everyone
thorough.
needs to do it, not just me.
Perception, you say? Or
Investigation.
Oh, so that's gonna be 17.
Yeah, it looks like you have everything.
Okay.
I'm gonna check my axes.
Can I just
my
ask
duties.
you if I have the seeds in my quarterstaff? I'll walk around naked. I don't care.
Hey, I got a 3.
It's up to you, Ian.
Well, it looks like you have everything.
I mean, I guess I would know if I mean,
Well, like she could open her pouch and see the gold, right?
yeah, I literally can look at my inventory. I can go through and count everything.
I mean, you did not investigate very well.
Oh,
But it would be fairly obvious.
So if you rolled a 1 on investigation, that means you kind of just did like a once over of everything and you didn't dig in.
You weren't as
I can't-
careful.
Yeah.
I looked at other people's stuff.
Where's
What are you
Determined that
doing?
They had everything.
I'm going to ask you, do I have my seeds and my quarterstaff? I only care about 2 things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where's
I
Ralph?
don't like this. This is building distrust.
Where's Ralph?
He was hiding in your armor.
Can I confer with Ralph?
I'm pretty sure you
What-
have your stuff.
Sure. What do
I think
you?
he's just doing this to do this.
How? Because she's so mistrustful. They already poisoned
What are you
her.
gonna? You can't talk to Ralph. What are you gonna do?
Yes, you can.
Like your role is your role.
I think we
You
should
know what I
investigate
mean?
to see
Like,
if anything has been
That's
added.
the tough thing about it.
I mean, also like Ralph does not speak a language. Like, what are you gonna do?
I'm dramatically putting on my cloak of the manta ray
Okay.
because it's
Oh.
black and flowy and it makes me look like.
Oh, wait, no, I get that
badass.
as a freebie. I don't think they did anything to our stuff
Why did we have to roll an investigation?
because he
I
wanted
cast
us
Zone
to.
of Truth. I'm just kidding. We're not doing that.
Okay.
So
Okay.
they continue out. They go up some stairs and they go up another set of stairs, and then they lead you out of this doorway. And you come out of one of the hills with the wooden doors, and there's the picnic tables. You can tell this was actually in the basement of that tavern you guys were at earlier. So you sit on the picnic tables outside, or Brock offers you to sit on the picnic tables outside, and he tells one of the halflings to go bring a bunch of ales over, and he brings it, and he takes a long sip and says, "Okay, so I think we both have a lot of questions for each other. Would you guys like to start?"
How about you explain yourself?
That's sort of a vague demand.
Well, my name is Brock. I've been elected leader of this village because I can ride dolphins really well.
Okay, explain your terrible actions.
I believe we already did. I think We talked about how you guys were asking a lot of questions, and we've had a lot of suspicious people asking about these the original halflings, and
Right.
so
So if you don't mind, all right. We are looking to unite the peoples of Nire because there are some threats to everyone's existence looming, and in order to survive, which we have learned from a prophecy, in order to survive, we have to all unite. Halflings, mountain dwarves, hill dwarves, wood elves, high elves, everyone has to unite. Humans. So that's the first step to ensuring that you can continue to live a happy life. So we really came diplomatically to learn more about you, to find who your leaders are, and to see if we could help you form an alliance that would benefit you and protect you. And so we were asking questions because we didn't know who to even talk to. And we want to make sure we're talking to the right people. Because no offense, we have been tricked by halflings before. And halflings have threatened us, just like you have. And so we didn't want to share our business with just anyone. We wanted to make sure that we were talking to the right people. So we had to ask questions. I don't think that's unreasonable.
he kind of like cocks his head when you mention the other halflings. Where did you meet these other halflings who were threatening you?
Have you heard of a halfling called Neiman? Ironstone?
Him and Papo kind of exchange eyes at each other and say, it doesn't sound familiar. We don't have any Ironstones who live in the Foothills. I've not heard that name before.
Are there any other countries where the halflings live?
Papa speaks up and says, well, there's a few folks who kind of have left and they live in like some of the cities, like in like Prine or some of the other kind of multicultural cities. But I feel like with a surname like that, we would have at least recognized some family. Like my second cousin, he went over and he's staying in Prine, but I've never heard that name before.
Maybe it wasn't his real name. I mean, he was dishonest from the beginning. So, but we do know that he had an alliance with Captain Seafolk, who ran a crew of hill dwarf sailors.
Interesting.
Who have come after us since.
They did live. We did meet him in Pride, right?
I cough
No,
nervously.
we met him in Ortan.
What?
We
Who?
met Neiman in Ortan,
Oh.
and then we went to Prine with him.
Oh.
Those doors were
Do you know of any gnomes in Ortan?
Well, I mean, some folks go there for. Sorry, did you say any halflings in Ortan?
Yes, sorry.
Well, not as much. Typically, the folks that we know who kind of move out go and open up shops and stalls. So, halflings aren't usually built for the sea trading life, I guess. We're pretty small. It's hard to lift a lot of those big boxes.
Well, I think out of all of us, Harry has the biggest grievance with that particular person.
Had the biggest.
Right.
What happened with that person? With this Ironstone folk? What was it? What's your experience with Ironstones?
Oh, they try to befriend you, and then they try to murder you, and have you murder your friends, and they're a whole lot of fun.
Oh my
I
gosh!
think he did try that on me. He regretted it.
Brock kind of takes a pause and says, "Listen, guys, I know there's been a lot of distrust. Papo over here, he does a little bit of minor magic. Do you mind if we cast a zone of truth here just to make sure that we're all kind of staying honest with each other?"
I do mind. I would rather our paladin, whom we trust, cast Zone of Truth, since our party has been more truthful to begin with.
I mean, that's your perception of the situation. I feel the same way. But I
Well,
guess
you're
that's
wrong.
fine because
Yeah, we didn't drug
You've tried
and
to harm
kidnap
us
you.
twice, so I think we get the upper hand in this
Yeah,
negotiation.
seriously.
why don't they both do it? Is that a good compromise?
Yeah, so on 3.
Can I just go ahead and do it without like
Yeah.
zone of truth?
Papa's like, zone of truth. Are you guys kind of all okay with like willingly? Because you have to beat a charisma check, but if you are like fine with willingly telling the truth, then you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
Does anyone want to try and withstand?
No.
I'm not sure yet. So, can that be on like a question by question basis, and I'll let you know if I'm lying.
Yeah, because
No, go ahead and roll a charisma saving throw.
All right.
Oh,
I just don't
I
like
lie
to
all the
be.
time.
I don't remember what the
Magically
saving throw
manipulated.
for that is.
It would be whatever your spell casting modifier is.
19.
6. I don't have to tell the truth.
Wait, spellcasting modifier on top of
Andrew's spell casting modifier.
So
what's
you have to
mine?
beat a 15.
You just have to make a charisma saving throw and beat a 15.
that? Well, I have a 19 yet.
Is this just straight charisma or a? Oh, it's a saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 16.
All right. What did you get, Aaron?
A 6.
All right. You have to tell the
She's-
truth.
Yeah, I know. That's what I said.
Okay.
She's not very charismatic because she's feral.
Yeah.
So, what can you do?
Harry and Bijou are not. They beat the curse, but people don't know that they beat the curse.
Right. It's pretty cool. We beat.
It's like if you
2.
ask a liar if they're lying.
But then you got
what do they say?
this guy doesn't lie anyway. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't.
be
Well,
honest.
he does. He has before.
I have lied.
Badly,
I've-
so
to
badly.
his family.
No, to us about his family.
We are his family.
I didn't lie. I just didn't tell
No,
you.
he
it.
straight up lied to his brother. He said we weren't involved in the trouble in the marketplace.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's
I will
right.
never let him forget that.
All right, I did say that.
Still.
I have
holding.
dishonored myself and my family.
Your friends.
Okay.
All
so,
the regrets start coming back.
Okay, so we don't know anything about any ironstones, but we have had some suspicious dwarves who were not dwarves, halflings who were not from the foothills. We always assumed that they were just halflings turned wrong in some city, but now that you've been having these experiences in other places as well, I wonder if there's something that we don't know about with like a whole extra. Well, that would be ridiculous. There's no way there could be a whole extra race of halflings.
Has there been? Do you keep a history, like a written history of any kind about your people? Like a long time ago, was someone banished or exiled and started their own family, or anything like that?
We mostly keep an oral history, but
no
we pretty much
wonder.
all stayed exactly in the foothills since Tozis created that first halfling.
Speaking of which, who is the direct descendant of the first halfling?
The eldest.
Why is that? Why do you guys need to know that?
Nope,
Looks
you
like
got to
someone
answer. We're
else
in the
passed.
zone of truth.
Got ourselves a liar on our hands.
But I'll tell you. I just need to know.
All right. Let me say this. To forge a more powerful alliance that would be more lasting between the different peoples of Nire, that is actually important information.
He turns to you guys and he says, what did that prophecy say? What are we trying to save ourselves from here?
The threats are not specified in the prophecy itself, but we have had certain experiences with things that are larger than just one group of people could deal with. So there is a red dragon wreaking havoc. There's also this very strange weather system
Yes.
that is creeping towards us. Tatsuo's experienced it firsthand, It's yellow clouds that roll in, rain, and cause everyone who is touched by the rain to kill each other.
And so what will knowing about the first halfling, what will that help this situation?
So the prophecy basically says that the eldest line of the original of each race, if they all find each other, then their alliance will be strong enough to withstand the threats that are looming. If they don't find each other, we may all be lost.
They kind of turn to each other and nod.
Tatsuo looks at Brock and says, "What are your intentions for Nire?"
For the world? I didn't have intentions for the world.
Well, like, do you
I'm
want to
not going
see
to
it
marry it or anything.
die?
No, of course not.
Do you want to take it over?
Why would I want to do that? I'm just chilling here in the foothills.
You're not just chilling, you're poisoning people that come to weddings, but that's another point.
Yeah, where'd you get the poison from, Brock?
For making it?
From what?
Plants?
What plants?
Some poisonous kinds?
Take notes, poisonous kinds. We're gonna make our own.
So, that being said, I have now disclosed information which you asked for, and you said you would tell me if you knew why. So, who is...
Yes, I think you guys should all come with us.
No.
I do not want to go to a secondary location.
Oh yeah, we don't want to do that.
Say the name.
Statistically, we will die.
Yeah.
Papa says we want to introduce you to our friend, but
Nope.
Where is your friend?
well, her name is Belbrix, but the thing is she does not know she is a direct descendant. So we would like to go with you to help break this news because it might be a little bit sensitive. She's just kind of a normal, chill halfling.
How old is she?
She 40?
All right. All right. Well, no funny business.
Absolutely not.
All right. We're just trying to, save your entire town and civilization.
Yeah, seriously.
All right. So they stand up and they kind of walk through the country, and you pass more of these kind of rolling little hills, and you end up coming to one that has a bit of kind of like a farmland out in front of it, and you see an older halfling kind of hoeing the ground and working. And when you guys approach, he sees you and he says, "Oh, hey, Brock, why are you gracing our humble little farm here? What's going on, dude?" And he says, "Oh, hey, is Belbrix home?" And he's like, "Yeah, I think she's out in the back. I can go see. You guys want to hang out here and I'll go check?" And Brock nods. He says, so the guy he was talking to leaves, and Papo turns to you guys and says, "These are the Leafwalkers. Belbrix lives with her aunt and uncle because her parents died when she was very young. It was actually by some of those suspicious halflings that we were talking about. So that's one reason we've been very protective of her and her family. She has no idea about who she is or what's going on. So just please be respectful of that. We don't want to, give her a panic attack or anything like that. So just, if possible, it would be great if y'all could follow our lead. But I know we have no control over you guys. So you're going to do what you're going to do. I'm just asking a favor here."
All right.
So
yeah, sorry.
go ahead.
Zone of Truth just stays where it was, right?
Yes.
Okay. That's the first time I've cast it.
Oh, so they walked out of the zone of truth? Mm-hmm. Oh, man. Can I insight check to see if this is really someone that is like if he's making this up or not?
Yeah.
Oh man, that was dumb. We
figured they
shouldn't
were
have gone to
lying
the
from the start.
secondary location. That's going to be 17.
Yeah, he is seeming like they're kind of like exhausted of this situation and kind of beaten down.
So
I'm rearing to go.
I'm gonna while we're sort of waiting, I'm gonna whisper to Reeve. We've moved out of the zone of truth. Could you cast it again?
Do it the
I
same way, though,
could.
real loud.
but
No.
but it requires a certain vocal.
That's fine.
I put my hand out.
That's fine. Once we seem to be set in a location, once we meet Belbrix and
Okay.
we're all settled and talking,
But what if she
Please-
asks us? What
please
if?
just cast Zone of Truth.
But what if she asks us?
Be truthful.
And then she has a panic attack and then she dies.
That's extreme, Reeve, and I don't think that's how panic attacks work.
Oh,
Nope.
I've never seen one before.
Panic attack?
Just sort of cast it in a calming, instead of declaring a Zone of Truth, just calmly,
But you have to declare it.
soothingly.
Like you
But
could make it in a
soothingly
sentence. You
declare.
could be
You
like,
have to declare
wouldn't
it.
it be so cool if there was
Okay,
a
I'll try.
zone of truth?
Not bad, not bad.
Yeah, that's
a good
actually
idea.
a really good idea.
What?
If only there were
Work it into a sentence.
Yeah, work it
so
into a
that
sentence.
we don't know you're casting it.
Yeah. Wouldn't
be
it be
weird.
so convenient if there
I'm
was a
so glad we're no longer standing in the zone of truth, and then it's casting it.
Exactly.
They don't know. No one will know.
It seems dishonest.
Remember that time
It's
we both
totally
cast
not.
the Zone of Truth?
Yeah, exactly. Perfect. Random voice from nowhere.
All right, I'll try.
Just say a true fact while casting zone of truth. That's all
Oh.
I'm asking.
Okay, I will try.
Thank you, Reeve.
The older halfling comes back and he says, "She was out going for a ride, so she'll be back soon. I sent her a little pigeon to tell her to come back.
Oh Jesus! And she's not here.
If you guys want to go ahead and take a seat," and he gestures. He's also got one of those picnic tables out front in his yard. Says she should be back in a minute. And he goes and he brings out some light snacks and
I'm not eating
drinks.
a thing.
I eat nothing. I touch nothing, and when I sit down on the bench, I like dramatically fling my cape behind me, like someone sitting down to play piano.
yeah,
Yeah.
like a Liberace.
Yeah.
It would have been nice if we had these snacks last time we cast
No,
Zone
not
of
yet. She's not here.
You fool. Oh, yeah, she'll be back in 6 hours. Oh, man. Zone of truth.
Sorry, I got a little excited.
So,
I've never
my
done this before. This feels so deceitful.
Are you saying all of
Please
this out
don't
loud?
say that out loud.
I'm whispering.
everyone-
I'm whispering.
No, you're not.
I'm whispering to her.
You're
Like
so loud. I'm mortified.
Are we at...
Tatsuo is like cringing.
Tatsuo's cringing. That's how bad this is.
Yeah, you're really up. Are we at the aunt and uncle's house or still the other dude's house?
The aunt and uncle's house.
Okay.
There's some like root vegetables and some cured meats.
Is this like Lord of the Rings style? Like halfling layout? Like it's pretty spread out and little houses in the hills and I can just kind of mosey on down the road a little bit
Um,
and just find an open area to maybe plant a tree?
maybe if you want.
I want.
Are you trying to sneak away?
Yeah, I'm going to try and stealth.
Roll a stealth check.
Yeah. Net 20.
All right.
Later. I mean, you guys can come if you see me, but ain't no one
No
can
one
see
is-
me.
ain't nobody. Gets
Can't you turn invisible?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was just thinking that. But either way,
Instead, he
I
went for the
stealthily
Irish
went
exit.
away.
He did the
Yeah.
Irish exit. Everyone
So,
else is talking. He just faded away.
Yeah. I'm gonna get far enough away where no one can really see me per se, and I'm gonna just take 2 fingers into the soil, scoop out a little bit,
I don't like
toss a
this at
seed
all.
in there, spit on it, and say, "Take your time, sweetheart," and put the dirt back on.
In common?
In tree.
Oh, okay. It comes out.
No, I'm not talking to people.
It does that thing.
Okay.
Vines spring out and grow faster and faster, intertwining, and another tree has been planted.
Sammy.
This one's named Sammy.
We all got names.
Are you guys at least sitting around the table, or are you like...
Tatsuo is standing and putting her foot on the bench.
Captain Morgan.
Yeah.
I'm sitting because I'm civilized.
Yeah. Because of the cloak. Yeah.
Yeah.
Reeve?
I'm sitting there nervously talking to myself, trying to figure out, like, trying to psych myself up to do something kind of deceitful.
Brock is like, what's going on with this dude over here? I don't... Does he always talk to himself like this?
Easy.
Yes.
He just poisoned him. He's still recovering.
All right. Hey, wasn't there 4 of you guys?
What?
4?
What's that girl's name?
Belbrix.
That we're waiting on?
Belbrix.
Bibbidi bobbidi baby.
Bell Brooks?
Belbrix.
Belbrix. Okay. Whenever you feel like it, I'm gonna go to Moon Lake real quick.
Okay.
So
You can play out the whole. They're like, where's the other guy?
at the table, I'm just going to be like, oh, well, sometimes Harry turns invisible when he's done with the situation. He's here. He's just right over there, probably. Just listening.
He's like, ow. What? Sorry.
No, not there. No. Never mind.
Oh, okay. That's...
Don't say anything, Harry. Keep them guessing.
We can't control the weird habits of our friend.
Yeah, you guys are pretty strange. Okay, well,
Not even a deceit check.
all right, you
It's
pop
just-
out of Moon Lake.
I'm home. And
One of the initiates was carrying a basin of water and just drops it and goes, oh my God.
perfect. I am going to just start walking up the stairs until I see one of our buddies in their green cloaks.
I mean, they all had different colored cloaks.
Oh. Well, I'm gonna
The
look
green
for-
cloak was the guy with who gave you the seeds.
An important one.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna look for anyone important.
You run into the one with the yellow cloak.
Okay. I'm like, oh hey there. I believe we might have found the halfling that we've been looking for. One of the 7th sons.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
She was one of the ones that we had no information on.
Well, turns out this little Belle is by the name of Belle Brooks. Bricks. Bell Bricks. And I'm just gonna hand him a piece of paper with Bell Bricks written on it.
Did you catch the last name?
Wasn't that her name? Didn't you say it was Bell Bricks?
Oh, her last name was Bricks? Interesting.
You're doing
we
it
She
know-
bad.
has a last. Well, her aunt and uncle have a last name, but we don't know if
Oh.
that's her last name.
Does
Well,
she? So what I do know is that the original halfling, the original halfling's name was Sugar Leafwalker. If you can find out
Leafwalker.
if they're related to the Leafwalkers,
It is Leafwalker.
then- Aaron, you're not here.
I know, I'm just saying it.
Sugar
Them.
Ray Leafwalker. Okay. Okay. My friends are currently waiting for her to come back from a ride, so I'll be back.
All right. Sounds great. I'm really excited that you guys are already making such quick progress with the situation. Did you by chance talk to Reeves' brother?
I'm already in the tree. I left.
Oh, okay. Oh, this is embarrassing.
Batman style. The second they turned around, I was gone.
Did you turn invisible or
Yeah.
did you just walk away?
I mean, if I have to, I'll roll a stealth check.
I just want to know if you're like coming back to the table invisible or not.
I wasn't gonna because I didn't hear.
Over the hill.
Yeah, I was just gonna walk over, to be honest.
Okay.
Just claim I went and took a piss or something because
All right,
the zone of
before you-
truth is not.
Yeah, it's not there.
Before
It
you-
almost was, but it's not.
Before you get there, you're still like navigating the tree system. You guys at the table hear some kind of quick footsteps coming in the distance, and then you see a halfling riding in on a mastiff.
A dog?
Yes.
Here, let me show you. It's actually pretty adorable.
No, I know what a mastiff is.
Oh my god, Aaron, hold on.
She has like long flowing blonde hair, and she wears like the kind of linen clothes that everyone else has. And 40 for a halfling is very young. So she's like very young looking, and rides in and kind of dismounts as the dog is still walking, and she pulls his little leash and says, good boy, come on, Rudy, and takes him over to the table and says, oh, hey, who are all these folks? She turns to Brock and then her uncle and says, what's going on? I got the word that you guys wanted me back here. Brock says, well, Belbrix, it's good to see you. It's been a while. It looks like you're growing up well. Who's this little dude you got here? And she goes, oh, this is Rudy. He's my friend. Said, Belbrix, listen, we got some, our friends here have some important stuff they have to talk to you about, but just there's going to be a lot of new information. You might want to sit down. It's going to be a little bit heavy, and they've actually got some. They want your help with something. And she turns to you guys and says, "My help? What could you need my help for?"
I'm going to stand up when she arrives and extend my hand to her. Hello, my name is Bijou. It's nice to meet you.
She shakes it. She's very, very short though, so she has to reach all the way up.
Well,
so
I mean, I reach down. I don't like do that crouching thing that's patronizing to short people.
Yeah.
But I do reach down so she's not on her tippy toes or anything. Well, we are really excited to meet you. This is my friend Tatsuo. She doesn't talk very much, but she is she's very strong, and she's a loyal friend.
She's
very
flexing.
good-hearted and friendly. Once you get to know her,
like a smile, but it's kind of like a grimace.
And this is my friend Reeve. Reeve is very forthcoming and very kind and good. And
I'm like sweating.
would you like to have a seat with us?
She nods and takes a seat, and she turns to Rudy and says, Rudy, go play. And he kind of just bounds off, and his tongue wagging, and goes and chases butterflies that are flying around.
Oh my gosh, it's so cute.
Are you hungry?
Oh yeah. She looks at the table and sees all the meats and vegetables, and she grabs like a big green root vegetable and just takes a big old chunk out of it. She's like, Uncle, these sure are delicious. And she grabs one of the pints of beer that's out and chugs it down. This is right about when you would be coming back, Harry.
I'm just gonna come back and. Do I see the dog?
Are
I
you
see the
invisible
mastiff,
or
right?
are you visible?
I'm visible.
Okay. Yeah, you would.
Oh, good. We're all together. Just like that time we had sat down around the time someone cast Zone of Truth. And I cast Zone of Truth. I tried my best. I'm sweating. I a little pee came out,
Papo turns to everyone has to roll that charisma saving throw again.
Oh.
17.
Do I roll if I cast it?
No. Well, yeah. That's a great question.
Nat 20.
16.
We got ourselves a group of liars.
I mean, I passed it if I...
No one cares. You casted it.
Yeah,
I don't know how that works, though.
If you're in the area, I think you still have to, because you can cast Zone of Truth like not in the exact area you are if you want.
Yeah, because you can take damage from your own stuff in battle.
So if you're casting it in your area, I think you'll have to roll for it.
Well, I'm casting it in the circle of people, so
you could do like 1 foot in front of you.
Harry was not in that
makes
circle.
Why did I roll?
he rolled anyway, and he got a nat
That's
20.
a nat 20 right there.
So,
Okay, so anyway, Papo looks up and says, "Hey, wait a minute! I thought you said that he was invisible." You
Well,
see Harry coming down the road.
You know, he'll go invisible, take a walk, and come back. Maybe he had to relieve himself. That is none of your business.
He
Why are you
wanted
so
to be
interested
invisible
in
while
the,
he took a pee.
in
so
the
no one-
restroom habits of
These
our
people.
friend? That's so creepy.
Urination is a private affair.
Thank you. The number 2 though, but
Would you rather have him just pee at the table?
I guess not. That's,
All right then.
yeah, guilt.
you could have asked. We could have shown you to the restroom, but that's okay.
Can't you
whatever.
tell we're weird?
Oh yeah, that was very apparent from the moment I met you.
How is Belbrix reacting to this little tiff here?
She's just like kind of looking back and forth and not at all sure of what is going on.
Hey Harry.
Am I back yet?
Up to you.
Yeah, I'm back. Hey,
Did you see the dog that that Belbrix has?
what? This dog? And then
Yeah.
it turned into a mastiff.
Yeah. Look, isn't that cool? He
She
can
says,
turn into
"Whoa."
animals.
Wow, that's really neat. You look just like him. Except you have like
Oh,
whatever your, I don't know, hair color is the dog's hair color. What is Harry's hair color? Have we
same
ever
as that
established this?
No, brown.
I just always assumed he was a redhead.
Actually, he's a dirty blonde, so
All right. You're a dirty blonde mastiff.
it's odd, but that's fine. A wolf, wolf.
Gross.
So Brock has something to tell you.
Oh, we can tell her.
Brock said, Belbrix, you remember the stories we tell about Tosis and Sugar Leafwalker? And she kind of nods and says, yeah, definitely. I'm a big fan of Tosis. You know me. And she's like, but those are all just stories, right? About like the first halfling and all the things that Sugar did. And Brock kind of like slowly nods and says, there seems to be a bit more truth to it than maybe has been communicated to you. And she kind of like raises her eyebrow and says, what do you mean, Brock? What's going on? Yeah. Sorry. Andrew found a kindred spirit with the eyebrow raise. I was like, wait, what is happening?
A little grin runs across my face.
All right.
Sorry.
And he says, well, Belbrix, it turns out that your father was directly descended from Sugar, and now that he's gone, you are the next in line. You are a descendant of the first halfling. And she kind of looks around and looks at her uncle and the elders of the village that are out there, and they all kind of are like slowly nodding and checking her reaction. And she says, wow, that's a lot to take in. But so what are these folks doing here then? What does that have to do with me?
Well, first of all, Belbrix, I do want to say that if any point during what we tell you, you feel too overwhelmed and you want to pause the conversation and resume it later, you just let me know, okay?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Why do you keep raising your hand? Just
This is a 40-year-old woman, right?
yeah.
Okay.
But
It's young for her. I know. Just
Well, so we came across a prophecy, which we took to Moon Lake, where they verified that it is a legitimate prophecy, that Nire as a whole is in danger, and there are some threats to everyone's safety. And have you ever tried to lift something really heavy? and you couldn't get it by yourself.
Well, yeah, of course.
So what do you do if you need to move something heavy? And
Well, I usually get Rudy to help me.
right, so it's good to have friends, right? So basically, the prophecy says that if all of the peoples of Nire, like all of the halflings and all of the high elves and all of the hill dwarves, if they all try to deal with the problem alone, it will be too heavy for them, and they will fail. And life as we know it will be in grave danger. But if all of the people can unite together and be friends and help each other, then the problem won't be too heavy and we can save Nire. You okay?
She kind of nods and says, So you need help from all the halflings, or?
Yes, but the prophecy specifically says that the alliances between all of the races will be stronger if, like, the eldest direct descendants of the first of each race find each other and become friends. And so for the halflings, that is you.
She kind of stands up and like straightens out her linens, and she turns to Brock and her uncle and says, "So what are you guys saying? Do I need to go with them? Is that what's happening here?" And Brock kind of says, "Well, we're not really we haven't talked yet about the logistics of the situation yet, my dude, but I think
What dude?
I think that at this point they've proved to us that they were sent here by Tosis. So whatever they ask, I think we can trust them, and I think we should help them out." And she nods and turns to you guys and says, "So does that mean that I have to leave my home and leave my family?"
Not right now. We're still sort of figuring out what the threats are. So we're not sure the best way to resist those threats. But we know that the first step is just to identify all of the eldest direct descendants and get them to all meet each other. That's really the first step. And
How many others have you talked to?
Is it 3? How many have we talked to?
I think it's just
1?
Yeah.
I've talked to 3.
Well, we actually just came from the Hill Dwarves because Reeve has family there. And so we thought that we should get the halflings on board early on because, well, we had the impression that you were among the friendliest people, so you'd be a good place to start.
And you were geographically closest.
We're all speaking truth here.
I see. Okay. She says, "Okay, well, I think right now I have if you can is there a way to come and join you after we finish our harvest here? I just don't
Absolutely.
want to leave my uncle and he turns to her and says, "I appreciate the help, darling, but if this seems like it may be a bit bigger than the harvest this year, so if they need you now, I would recommend going, but I'll leave it up to them."
Conveniently enough, Harry.
What?
You don't know.
We don't know
We don't
anything
know
that
anything
happened.
about
But
what
we
he
know
did.
we have a way.
Right. So we will come back for you, or write to you, or get in touch with you when we need you. But we just really need the commitment that you would make yourself available to meet the others when the time is right.
She nods her head and says, "If it's as serious as you all are saying, then I'm definitely willing to help. I've never left the Foothills. I've barely left my neighborhood here, but I can. If this is what Tosis has in plan, then I'm willing to help out.
That's wonderful, and we'll make sure you're never alone, and you can bring with you whoever you want to bring.
Can I
with
bring
you.
Rudy?
Yes, of course.
Oh, that makes everything better.
Yeah, we don't want to separate you from anyone that makes you feel safe, and yeah, thank you so much. Now, and I turn to Brock.
Mm-hmm.
That means we need to keep her lineage as much of a secret as possible. And she needs more protection around her. Like, she needs to be guarded. Because we certainly won't be the only people coming looking for her.
He nods and says, well, you definitely haven't been, my dudes. That's why we knocked you out.
Right. So, keep up the good work then.
Roger, Roger. So what do you, he says, Belbrix, thank you so much for talking with us. If I hear anything back, I'll let you know. If you hear anything back, just keep me updated. It's good to be in the loop, you know? I don't want to turn around and see there's no Belbrix here and then think, oh no, what happened? And it turns out you just hung out with your friends. You know, just let me know. It'll be really helpful. And he kind of waves goodbye, and she goes back into the house with her uncle. And she says, it was very nice to meet all of you. Hopefully I'll see you soon.
What is the age equivalent of 40 for a halfling?
Like 17, 18.
Oh, okay. I'm going to ask Brock, or whoever is still there that knows most about her. I'm going to ask. So is it just her and her aunt and uncle? Does she have friends or a sweetheart or anything?
Oh, well, I don't know that much about her romantic interests, but she's pretty popular among the other. This neighborhood out here is a lot of farmers and gatherers, and a lot of the other kids her age. They all get along pretty well. But I guess she is a bit of a loner. She mostly just hangs out with her dog, now that I think about it. All right, and we're going to go ahead and end the episode here. Thank you, everyone, for listening. Talk to you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey everyone, Jay here. Gonna be your D. And go ahead. I'm sorry.
My name is Ian. I play the bird, and the bird, and the hermiter.
I'm
I think
Aaron.
I'm so smart.
I'm Aaron. I play a Furbolg druid called Reeve.
Thomas.
I'm Andrew, and I play
Alexi.
the capybara.
My name's Jim. Meow. There's no one left. I can't pick anybody else.
Me.
No, she did you.
Oh wait, yeah.
No, she said she was a fearbog.
No one can be me, so
Wow. That's a good British accent.
thanks so much. Thank you very much.
Where are you from?
Y'all.
All right, I take this again.
Texas.
Shoulder.
Cats.
Radio.